I decided to go with the name Bind after my tutor and audience feedback suggested that this would be the best title, and I also personally feel that this was the most appropriate and would be the most successful. The colour I've chosen is very common amongst indie magazines such as Q and Spin, as well as many others. However, I've added a hint of pink to mine so that the red isn't so intense and doesn't connote danger or rebellion, and instead connotes a more feminine feel. But I feel this colour will make the genre and the magazine easily recognisable. I decided to put the B backwards because I thought it would make it more exciting, as the masthead itself is quite simple and the line underneath the IND separates the two quite well, separates the B from the IND as it stands for British Indie. Here was my original house style, but I decided to change it after looking at existing magazine mastheads and my audience feedback, which told me that some people did not like the colour scheme of pink and burgundy. So I swapped burgundy for the reddy pink, which I used in my masthead, but kept the lighter pink, as I still think that it's good to have something connoting that it's a feminine female magazine. Here is my audience profile that I made on Photoshop. The dominating gender, as you can see, will be female, and I will be having the age bracket of about 16 to 24 with an average age of 20. Here are some of the brands and products that my audience will like. They will shop at popular high street stores, eat at convenience stores, and be interested in technology and social networking sites. Here is a bubbleless diagram showing the details of my music magazine. It will cost £3.50, and this is cheaper than the competition against magazines such as Q, which is £3.99. I feel that £3.50 is a reasonable price, especially for a monthly magazine, as the quality in general of the magazine will be higher than a weekly magazine such as Kerrang. Therefore, the audience won't mind paying more for it. The front and back of the magazine will be printed on glossy card to protect the magazine, as it needs to last all month, and it will also look nicer. I will also be using this glossy card on certain adverts, as it will make them look more appealing and will catch the reader's eye. For the inside, I will be using glossy coated paper. This is cheaper to use throughout the inside and will also make it lighter weight. As it is mainstream and will be owned by a conglomerate, it will also be found in newsagents, shops like WH Smith's, and also online, as I feel there is a growing demand for online shopping. Here the reader will be able to purchase it on the website in a physical copy. Here are the three main music magazines that I will be pastiching. My favourite of these is Spin, as I feel it's very obviously aimed at women, which is what I'm aiming for, while still being and looking like an indie music magazine. I feel this is challenging stereotypes slightly, which is what I also want to do. I also like the layout of this the best, as I feel it's very simple and effective. My front cover has cover lines such as The Best Upcoming Artist, First Edition Exclusives, Adele, Blair and Coldplay, Top 40, British Indie Artists of the Year, and the main cover line, Vicky, The Inside Story. I've made the letter V bigger than the rest of the name, so that it is eye-catching and dramatic. I have not yet decided on the pose of my model, and will pick the best shot out of my photo shoot for this, but I'm going to be using a white background and a female model. I have also included the barcode and the price down at the bottom, the masthead in top left-hand corner, and the monthly issue just under the masthead. Here are the contents page design being influenced by. My favourite of these would probably be the Q contents page, as it's the most exciting and interesting, and I like the layout of it. This is probably the one that I will be pastiching. This is a rough flat plan of my contents page. There will be a large image underneath the masthead, similar to the one on the front cover, linking to the page of the article of the cover story, as well as other images that link to other articles. A lot of my contents were mentioned on the cover lines at the front cover and feature British indie artists such as Adele, Liliane and Coldplay. I have also put a box on the bottom right hand corner with social media links in. Here are my double page spread influences from the magazines Billboard, Q and Spin. My favourite here, and the one I will be pastiching, is Q's double-page spread of Lana Del Rey in the bottom left-hand corner. It is very simple. I like the use of the letter and the way the article is laid out. This is giving me a good idea of how to lay out my own double-page spread. I will be doing a Q&A style interview with Vicky. The interview will consist of her answering questions about how her career started, how she got signed and where she is now, including details of her latest album release. Although I haven't fully decided on the pose of my model yet, I have decided the layout of my article, which is shown here. The article itself will be on the right-hand page, and the title will go across both pages. I'll have two pull quotes, one amongst the article and one on top of the image on the left-hand side.